Good morning. Kimberly here. We are getting ready for night 1 of 3. I am working in the ER again tonight. I have been a nurse for 25 years and I am here to just do a little get ready with me, share some thoughts, and let's get into it. So, I have got probably about 20 minutes to get ready for work. I'm trying a different setup here. So, this is a new thing. Just bear with me. I had to move the studio out of the bathroom because it wasn't working and the echo was massive and it was lighting was bad. It was just not great. So we're trying something new. I will be setting up a vanity and hopefully we'll get some things rolling around in here so that I can have an actual place to do my makeup. I'm on my dresser right now. I'm hoping the carpet and the bedding and everything else will reduce the echo. Maybe the lighting will be better. I don't know. But for right now, this is where we're at. So I actually wanted to get on here because there's so many things happening in this world. Everybody is on edge. There's just a lot going on. Whether you are in healthcare or not, there is a lot happening. And I want to talk about job loss. I want to talk about job placement, what happens if you do lose your job, and all of the ramifications that go with it. Because right now, the statistic is if you go, there is a job website. I am going to get the name of it. It shows all the places that are doing mass layoffs right now. It is affecting everyone. This is not just a tech sector thing. This is not just government employees, but there's a lot of them. I will say that. This is a everybody problem, from insurance companies to people who were working at home who no longer can work from home. What I noticed is with the thousands and thousands of jobs that are being cut between now and June, United Healthcare said they are going to be laying off, 25,000 by June? Devastating job loss. I work in a field that is also having major layoffs right now. As of tonight, I still have a job. Knock on wood. Subject to change at any time. But it has got me thinking, I know if I were to lose my job today, I'd be okay. But it would be a major shifting, life shifting event. And that's what happens when you lose your job. It changes your stability. It changes your safety net. It changes your feeling of safety. It can cause a lot of issues with mental health. It can cause a lot of issues with depression. Uncertainty when you have a family and there's other people that you're responsible for. The gravity of the whole thing is much more severe. So I want to kind of get into a number of things of what can you do in the meantime if you're still employed or you're worried about losing your job. What can you do to buffer the impact, and what can you do to pick yourself up if you have lost your job? So let's just start with, at some point in time in your lifespan, I don't know how old you are, but I've told you before, I'm 50 years old. I've lived a life. I've worked for 25 years in nursing. And, at some point or another, you're going to lose a job. I don't care who you are. You might be one of the 1% who never loses a job. And for that, I am so happy for you. Everybody knows I hate this part of the video, but I got to do it because it's my makeup down my neck. And my neck is my little problem child. I'm getting to be a little older, so the neck area is a little touchy subject. But, if you just lost your job, I am so sorry. And, just let us know in the comments, what's going on, if you need to vent. This is kind of an anonymous space. It's a safe space. And if you want to share what your experience has been so far, we want to hear it because it can feel very isolating when you lose your job. It can feel so isolating that it causes shame, guilt, all the things. Not just desperation and fear. There is a lot of fear that goes with it. The uncertainty of having your safety, ripped out from under you, the ability to pay your mortgage, to provide food, put it on the table, to keep the lights on. All of that comes into play. And not everybody has several months backed up in a savings account waiting so that they have a cushion. That's just not standard for everyone. Not everybody works and has that kind of cushion, and a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. And when I was a younger single mother, I'm telling you, I lived paycheck to paycheck. The bills, all the money was accounted for and usually spent by the time the check came, it was our allotted for, and there was just a very little left over to do groceries and budget sometimes. And I finally did a budget system where even that was handled, but it was felt like every dime was accounted for. So a job loss could be devastating. So what can you do right now if you haven't lost your job to protect yourself in the meantime? Well, start planning. If you have any disposable income, I don't care if it's $25 every paycheck, I want you to put it away. Put it away so that you have a little something. I don't care. You should keep it in a bank, but put it away so that there's a little stash somewhere of some money just in case you need it. The other thing you can do is, even if you have not lost your job, we should all be keeping our resumes updated. That feels like a terrible thing too. I did it last week, actually. And, I just felt like no matter what, I should have my documents in a row, my licensure stuff all in, the binder correct and accounted for, and, update the recent projects and things I've done at work to help, redo the resume and just keep it up to date. And in healthcare, what we do, there's different kinds of resumes. There's a functional resume, which is basically like the nuts and bolts of what you do or the course of it, and it's kind of very, that one page thing, and a lot of people do that, but it really doesn't encompass all the skills that you have. I had started doing a CV format about 10 years ago because there were so many skills, classes, certifications, and things I had done in my career that I wanted to make sure made the highlights. So I actually did it in CV form, and that helped a lot because a lot of jobs right now, the way they work is you upload your resume and it fills out the application for you, especially in healthcare. It looks at all of the actual chronological jobs. It should have every job you've done, dates from when to when, and then skills or job responsibilities. That is a much better way to be able to upload your resume into a jobs, application and have it fill more correctly than a functional resume. So if you've not done a CV, I would recommend doing that. There are ways I would go online, I'm not talking chat GPT, don't make anything up, but I want you to look at what a CV looks like and then possibly go through your entire history of dates, job title or job titles, and skills that you used or jobs that you did at that job. You can pull out and hit the highlights in the application itself and then go from there. So doing the updates is healthy. Sometimes it will give you a little boost of confidence in your current position, because when you realize that, when you look through all the things that you've accomplished, it can really help you to build some confidence and help with your esteem and say, like, look, this is what I've done. I'm freaking amazing. It's not always that we need to really adjust our psyche sometimes about things. And I think that doing resumes and CVs is a very healthy activity. So it can be anyway, especially if you've been doing something a long time and you're the shit, Okay, just real quick, I'm jamming here doing my makeup. I'm not telling you what I'm doing. Right before I came on, I actually put a little bit of concealer on. I'm not going to lie. I did concealer under my eyes, and I did some concealer around here because I had some procedures done a couple of days ago, just a little Botox kind of thing, and I ended up getting bruising up in here, and I waxed my eyebrows today. Can you tell? I did just in here, but I was very red and I needed to conceal a little bit. I looked like I had 2 red stripes on my eyes. So I did a little light concealer here. I did some concealer all around the brow, and then I did the concealer here. I don't know if you can see the bruising. So what I did, and I'll just be fully transparent, is I did the Botox on the forehead. I won't lie, I definitely do Botox. I've never done filler in the face. I've always had very full cheeks, and as I've gotten older, you can probably see I've started to get a little bit of jowling, and the neck has started to slide. So whether I do anything about that surgically later, that's going to be up to me and whoever. I'm looking into things. Anyway, so I also had filler for the first time right here, and a dot or 2 right here, but mostly right here. And if you look at my other videos, I was looking very heavy. I had a big line here. She refused to put it in here, and I appreciate a good injector who tells you no. She told me no, and I said, I trust and I listen, and she doesn't judge. I also asked about my lips because I have been having a little problem with my lips, and as you may see or not see, this lip pulls down right there. I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. Someone asked me about it the other day and was like, did you have a stroke? I'm like, no. I actually did do Botox about a month ago on this area here. And what happened is this area took a little bit more than this area. So the pull was creating a asymmetry in my face. So I can't fix that right now. What I can do, I put a little liner right on the outside because I also don't have much of a border, a vermilion border right here. It kind of got lost to a scar a long time ago, so that made this look even worse. And then she gave me the eye drops that help widen out the eyes, Upneek, and told me to put a drop into the area of my gum inside here. I just did it a few minutes ago. I think it's starting to take a little bit. I did it the other day. It worked like magic, so I'm hoping that just does, its thing. So there's that part of things. So I put on my concealer. This is the Huda Beauty Marshmallow and light concealer underneath. I like it. It's more illuminating. I have older skin. I don't like getting all the creasing and wrinkles, and this is very good for that. I also did the double wear. I'm at 2C0 right now. My skin is very light. This is my foundation. I have the Rare Beauty bronzing stick that I put on the brush. Yeah, a little ASMR, not really. And that is where we are right now. I am actually, while we're talking, I just realized I poured my water and I did not do my pregame cocktail, which I normally do, and I'm gonna do it right now. So this is my little, prayer that I don't get the flu. This is just a little something, hopefully to boost my immune system. I've been doing it almost every day before work. We are having a ton of influenza. Influenza A, flu A is the name of the game. I come into contact with it face to face like every single day. It has been terrible. I just am praying I don't get it because people are getting very sick. I don't want it. I don't have time for that. I don't think anybody does. And if you have gotten flu A, I am so, so sorry. I hope that you get healthy. Please drink your water, rest, eat good foods, do what you can to try to just lay low. Please don't go out and spread it. I know that's tempting to get outside and do the things, but if you do, would you just be courteous to other people and put a mask on so you don't spread it, because we do appreciate that. All right, let's go to the eyes. I got to get into my eyes. I don't have a ton of time. I do have about 5 or 10 minutes that and then I got to get on here. I went and got a manicure today. Early this morning, and I am just, trying to do a little self-care on my days off, and I gotta go back for 3 nights. Oh my God, you guys, 3 nights. Okay, I'm not real sure what I want to do with my eye palette, so I'm just grabbing a palette, and we're just gonna hit go. So I have got my Naked 3 here. I also have Naked 2. I'm kind of thinking Naked 2 right now because I don't want too much shine. I'm gonna go with like a taupey look in the brow crease. So let's just go on with that. I saw something on TikTok the other day that horrified the bejesus out of me. So silly. But it was, they were making fun of a certain party's makeup on TikTok, and it was a whole filter. And I have no qualms with, I think just because they called it a certain party filter on the face. But oh my God, that filter was to die. It was what in the Avon, what in the Mary Kay is going on. And I'm serious. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, is that my makeup? Am I doing that? So I'm trying to not go with what in the Avon is going on my face. Funny thing though, back like 25 years ago, I used to sell Avon and I actually loved it. I don't know. It was actually, they have great products. What can I say? It's just that, sometimes our mamas and nanas and grandmas and bubbas got hold of the Avon or the Mary Kay and they went a little crazy in the paint, like real crazy. And some of them used to do like crazy dark blue glitter shadows and bright pink shimmer and corals. Remember those coral lipsticks with the glitter that grandma and mom used to wear? Good God. I don't know. I wonder someday if my granddaughter is going to look at me and be like, Grandma, what were you doing with your makeup? And I'm going to be like, honey, that was the style, or that was my style, because nobody else is doing it, but clearly I was. So I'm going with a more muted palette tonight. Let's just call it that. Some habits never die, and, you know, I have a hard time with that. Anyway, I know we were talking about the serious topic of job loss, and I just want to say that if you have lost your job recently, I mean, seriously, my heart goes out to you, but I want to encourage you to pick yourself up. You can sit down and cry for a minute, but after that, it's time to get back to work. And I mean it, because you might have some time or a severance or whatever, but having a purpose is really important. Having a purpose to get up for, to go to work and do something every day is important. And you want to have that stability for you and your family. Excuse me while I drink some of my pregame cha-cha. I'm trying to get all that in. I don't promote and put on here what I'm drinking. I am a healthcare provider. I can't recommend things. I can only say that I do something like that for myself, and it seems to help. Maybe it's drinking all the fluids. Maybe it's the vitamins and minerals that are in it. I don't know, but I do feel better when I do drink it. So I'm not going to recommend it, though, on my page. You probably know what it is, and there's several products out there like it. They all are a good thing. I don't see a problem with them. I'm just not going to put it on my YouTube and tell you to go get it. It's a personal thing. And yeah, we're not going to get deep into that. Okay. I'm not sure what color I want to do on my brow. I think I might go with a little shim of some kind. I don't know. What are we thinking? Maybe this one down here, or how about that one? Yeah, let's do that one. It's not too dark. It's a little light, not too shimmery. I hope. Let's see. I want you to get back out there if you haven't already with your job stuff, okay? I want you to, as I said a quote in one of my last videos, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. I want you to consider what you want next. And, you know, I want this can be a time for reflection, and I just don't want it to be a time of deep depression and getting too deep on the couch, trying to figure out what's next. It's about like really getting, you know, keeping your options open and getting back in that market before it gets saturated with a lot of people who are unemployed, which I'm sure it already is. So a lot of people get stuck on they want to litigate their job loss or whatever. Fine, go for it, do that. But in the meantime, try to help yourself by, you know, working on that resume. Do one task every day to help yourself, even if it's just one section of your resume a day, if it's too much. Because sometimes it's too hard to take things one day at a time. You got to take it 1 hour at a time or 1 minute at a time. Losing a job is tough. And yes, I have lost a job before. Every situation is different. Some people being straight out fired is one thing, being laid off is another. But no matter what the situation, it's gutting. I've been there. I know what that feels like, and it's not a good feeling. So my heart is out there for all these people losing their jobs right now. And that, like, as I said, knock on wood, I hope that I go into tonight and I still have a job, because these have been crazy times. That's all I can say about that. I mean, wild. Well, this is looking a little dark. I need to blend. I think I'm going to go with a black liquid eyeliner tonight. Just feeling a little dark. Job loss, you know, I don't know. I hate what's going on right now. It's affecting all of us, and it's been on my mind a lot. I know people who have recently been told that they will be, you know, that being terminated, or that they have been terminated, and I don't know what to say. It's a time of transition for a lot of people. So I'm trying to just focus on what I have to do every day. I'm going in to take care of my patients. I'm going to do the best damn thing I can, my best job for everybody I can. And I just have to focus with an attitude of gratitude. I've said that so many times because the attitude of gratitude is sometimes the only way to deal with the depression and sadness that can come with job loss and with all the stuff that's going on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put my eyebrows on. I'm going to jam to get my my eyeliner on because I think oh yes, I am running later than I thought. It's hard when I'm filming because I can't see the clock. I can only see the timer of how long I've been gabbing my mouth off here. I am, I came home after I went today, took a shower, got up, did everything, cleaned the house, finished. I got up at like 3:00 in the morning because I set my alarm so that I would be able to get myself going and kind of flip around today. So I got up, did my thing, took a shower this morning, went, got my nails done, came back, took care of some more things, tried to work on this setup here in the bedroom because I don't want to film in the bathroom anymore. It's too echoey. And I know this isn't a good setup either. I worked over the few days trying to get a vanity setup in here. It didn't work all the way. I was moving some furniture around, trying different things. So this is going to be a trial and error. I hope you'll go along for the ride because, the only way I can make this page better, this channel better, is to tweak the things I see wrong with it, work on those day by day, and kind of go from there. So, where are we? Okay, that's that. I'm going to go with this Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid eyeliner that I bought the other day. And, yeah, let's do that. Where's my sponge? So, if you've lost a job, I know I asked you to put it in the comments, like, what your experience has been. If you've lost a job recently, let me know what's going on. I know where I work, people have lost their jobs or are losing their jobs. I haven't been back at work in 5 or 6 days. I had like a weird small segment off, and I kind of know that I'm going into a different environment tonight. So I'm kind of trying to prepare myself for anything. I don't know what's going to happen. I know that that announcements went out that a lot of people did lose their job, and I'm just so sad right now, like not knowing what's going to happen next. I have to go over here with this. I can't do this in the camera, as we've talked before about this. I'm going with a real light, thin layer. We're not going to get too crazy with it. Although I do like getting deep in the paint. I did go a little crazy with it. I made a little boo-boo. I have my wet Q-tip here to fix. Just a touch. Anastasia is also one like the Makeup Forever that you've got to get it fixed pretty quickly because it sets really fast. Once it's on, and that's it. So, yeah, I do the corrections to it pretty quickly when I make a mistake. I am typically prepared on the countertop with a few things. I always have the 3 wet Q-tips just in case I need them. And I keep a washcloth on a plastic thing over here because sometimes I need to do a little mid touch-up maintenance to what I'm doing. There we go. I'll have to go in with my eyeshadow, the light one, and get in the corner there and try to fix that so it's not so dark in the corner. This eyeshadow, even though I wore browns, it still looks a little blue. I think it's the lighting, but who knows. All right. So what does this mean for the country? I want to know. What does all this mean for the economy? What is the job loss going to do? Is it going to shift? Are all these layoffs a sign of something bigger? I don't know. I'm trying to follow these stories objectively, and I just arfed this one major. Got it in my eye down below. I hate when that happens. Look at all that. Have to get it out of the corners real quick. I think that it affected me because there was announcements of layoffs and job cuts going on at my job, and everybody has been just like stunned and in disbelief. And I think that happens. You're stunned. In my particular case, they started with I don't even probably should say this. Yeah, I can say it. I'm not in uniform. I'm not talking against anything. I'm just saying it is. They started with the fork in the road. And if you know what the fork in the road is. So they started with the fork in the road, and then they asked people to voluntarily resign. Some people did, some people didn't. Some people wondered if that was going to mean that they would get paid. What did it mean? Like, was there a guarantee? There was just so many questions about fork in the road. The things that I noticed about it and were pointed out to me was that, there was not at the time a line item budget thing for the fork in the road. There was not something that was guaranteed. We didn't know where the money was coming from to pay people. And then, like, day by day, there were emails going out saying who was on that list, who could do it, who couldn't. By that time, people had already resigned or, responded to resign. I don't know. Just wild. So it's been kind of a wild ride for a few weeks for us at my job. People are stressed out about it. It's just been the talk of the town kind of thing. And what do you do? I know it affected me a little bit. I was just like feeling that uncertainty thing of I worked so hard, like so many people have, to get there, and we're passionate about what we do and we care about what we do. And to feel like the rug is being yanked out from under you is just a terrible feeling. All right. What are we going to do? Because I got to go. Hey. All right. I'm going to put some mascara on. I don't love how my makeup turned out, but it did. It did. So I'm using Urban Decay Sin. I'm going to go in on the corners with that right here. Was this a mistake? I don't know. Probably not the best idea to like wax my eyebrows right before I go to work. I've done that before and ripped skin off, and it was just tragic. I don't know. But I did it. So that's that. I'm hoping that the sound on this is better than it was. I just bought a new lip kit, and I'm actually loving it. This is the Lip Favorites from Sephora. Again, not sponsored. I opened it. We'll have a little ASMR here. So it comes with some different lipsticks, and the colors are phenomenal. I love the liner. I put some on right before we started, just on the edge over here. And I'm going to kind of go in and finish it off. So I know I didn't really get too much into what to do other than getting your resume updated. I'd like to talk more about the psychological impact of job loss. This is by Makeup by Mario. I can't read Watermelon. Watermelon Glow. Now here, listen to this. Oh my God, so satisfying. That is my new favorite balm. I am glad because I was plumb out of my Bobbi Brown. So this is going to be my new thing. I don't get too crazy with the lips. I just kind of keep it shiny and leave it at that. I'm going to put my mascara on, and then I got to go. I got to do my hair. I don't do my hair on the video. I do it afterward. But really, you guys, I just want to recap this with saying, if you have lost your job, I'm terribly sorry. If you are going to lose your job, God damn, I'm sorry. And I want us to be here as a support. I don't care what industry you're in, even if you just happen to find me today and you're like, hey, I'm not into nursing content. Look, I'm here to encourage you. I know this is crazy right now out in this world, and hopefully if you stop by, you'll stay a while. If you don't, I understand. But if you are here and you're one of those 93% who come to my channel regularly and haven't subscribed, would you please do so? I would so appreciate it. Every subscriber that I get, every time I see that little notification bell that I got one new subscriber, it just sends me over for the day. I am in that point in my channel where my channel is growing very slowly. It's growing every day. My videos are getting traction a little bit here and there. And every subscriber matters to me. Every single one of you is part of a community that I am proud to be part of. And we're cultivating a group here. We're cultivating a group of like-minded people who want to be here to support each other, whether you're in nursing or not. You want to be a nurse, you're a student. We're going to be talking about a lot of hot topics. We're going to be talking about things that just, are on our mind working in nursing. And I try to give out some solid career advice. Like I said, I've been a nurse for 25 years. I've been in the job force for 25 years. Actually, no, I've been in the job force for like 30 some. So 30, I started working when I was 15. So 35 years. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I'm here for it. I want to encourage you to be kind to yourself, be kind to one another. If you work in the fields and you're if you're working in a field that is being dominated by big layoffs right now, support your coworkers, talk to one another, network with one another now. Make sure you get a copy of your personnel file. Keep a hard copy of it at all times. Don't rely on digital copies to be available later, because there's nothing worse than getting that termination notice and then having to stick around to get copies of your personnel file. You have the legal right to get a copy of your whole personnel file. So they may make you pay for it, but if you have digital availability to get it, please get a copy of your personnel file and get your resume updated and, do the things so that you can be prepared. Start putting a little money away. Be kind to one another, be supportive of one another, help each other. I mean, this is a time where we all have to link arms. We need to stand together and support each other through these difficult times when people are losing their jobs. Network, get on these networking sites, LinkedIn, whatever. Network with each other now, face to face, while we still have each other around. Get letters of reference, get letters of recommendation, get them now. Don't wait. So I hope this helps. My name's Kimberly. I am going to work for night 1 of 3. And it's time to go. So I will see you on the flip side.